For us, it was really about where we were in our lives
Mm.
as women in our 50s, going out of our comfort zone,
Mm.
doing something, celebrating our friendship. Um,
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
think for us, that was the spirit of the Camino.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's no wrong way of doing that. So
Yeah, that's right. I remember walking with a German lady, and she was judging everybody. And an American, a Californian guy came and walked with us for a little while, and he was listening to the conversation. And we stopped for coffee, and the German lady walked off, and the American guy said to me, "Of all the things that you could think of out here today,
yeah,
the spirit of the culture, the spirit of the people, the spirit of the history, the connection, the religion, everything, the
yeah,
culture. Why are you judging people? Why even
yeah,
bother? Why
yeah,
even waste that
Right.
energy?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
enjoy what you're doing and let other people be other people. It doesn't make sense to me, and it's
Yeah.
about as
yeah,
far from a pilgrimy thing, if there's such a word,
yeah,
that
Yeah.
you could possibly imagine.
One of the trails I think we saw a lady. I think she was an older lady, and she was in a walking frame walking.
yeah,
And she was only
Yeah.
just doing a really small little
yeah,
section of it. And yeah, she was beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah, and his
I'm
hers not a his hers not a legitimate
no. I think
drug anyway.
someone in the comments said, well, hundreds of years ago, they did it in sandals and on their hands and knees.
Mm.
Are you not really a pilgrim if you don't do it that way? There's so
Totally,
many levels.
totally,
So,
totally.
I mean, look, but I did acknowledge it. I was like, I know we did do the, physically the easiest option. I'm not hiding that.
Yeah.
But spiritually we were there like any other
Yeah,
pilgrim,
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
how and I do believe most people got that message, and the number of, direct messages I got were beautiful, and the
yeah,
number of women who really just related to where we were and said, "I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna book it." I'm like, "Wow, that's amazing. That's what I wanted," because I
Yeah.
think in their head, they're like, "Oh, no, I have to be a hardcore trekker, and I have to do a whole month and walk 800 kilometers," and they read our story and went, "Actually, I don't, maybe this can be my first, dipping my toes into it, and maybe I'll get a lot out of it," and that's why I wanted to write the story as to make it relatable and achievable, and yeah, don't be put off because you don't think you're some, super fit hiker. If you go with the right attitude and the right spirit, you'll get as much out of it as anyone.
perfectly put. Could not have put it any better myself. That What a lovely way to put it, Jen. And
Thanks,
and
Brent.
Tara, I mentioned in the intro that pilgrims walk for a range of reasons. One of the things that I find emerges really quickly, and I'm certain you all shared this, is conversation.
Oh,
Tell us about,
conversation.
Tara, tell us about not the conversations that you had, but that the emergence of the opportunity to have a really, really good chat
Oh,
on
it
the
was so
Camino.
good. It was so good. Like we just had one-on-ones with everyone, didn't we,
Mhm.
Jen? Like
Yeah.
just all together, or sitting at lunch and getting to know everybody a lot better. So my cousin actually came on the trip, and she didn't really know anyone. Um, so I had spoken to her about, I'm going to tick this off my bucket list. I'm doing this, Deb. And she's like, oh, can I come? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Deb didn't know anyone. And by the end of that trip, we were all like
Yeah.
newfound friends. Like Deb just slotted in so nicely. And yeah, it was really
And
nice.
yeah, and the conversations do go that bit deeper, I think,
Yeah,
when
they
you're
do.
out there, like, yeah, they just naturally you start to just really open up, don't you? And it's
Mm.
funny, I think I
Yeah.
put in the story, a few of us packed headphones as if we're ever
We
gonna put
know
on headphones. I
none
don't
of us
know.
used our
I guess when
headphones.
you're walking
Yeah.
around here where we're near the beaches, you'll put them on, but of course you're not gonna wear them there because you're either talking or you're enjoying the silence. Um,
Yeah.
you just wanna
And the
be
journey. I
yeah.
just want to
Yeah.
be. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Good.
No, I know. I remember hearing a cuckoo bird and thinking, if I'd had headphones on, I wouldn't have heard the cuckoo bird in the
Yeah.
wild. What a shame that would have been. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because Jen, you wrote in the article, walking all day does funny things to your conversations. At first, we talked about the usual things: work, kids, husbands, aging parents, perimenopause and whether
Yeah.
anyone remembered to bring magnesium. But after a while, the conversations changed.
Yeah.
And I imagine it was really important to be able to have those conversations. So they're not the kind of conversations that you would normally have if you're caught up at a dinner party, or you're caught up at
Yeah.
somebody's 50th birthday. You wouldn't have those
Yeah.
conversations. So it would have been really important to have the opportunity to have those conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And look, I didn't put in the story, but Tara and I had both lost a parent just
before.
Yeah,
Just
just
a
a couple of months.
before.
Yeah.
So
So
that was, so it all kind of just turned, so the trip was what we needed,
Yeah,
wasn't
it
it,
was
Jen?
really cathartic to talk through a lot of those feelings and
Yeah.
just to be able to express what we were going through. I mean, it was actually kind of crazy timing when you think about it. It was like we both lost a parent within about 2 weeks of each other,
Yeah.
about 3 months before the
The
walk.
walk.
So that was a lot to talk about, like
Yeah.
grief is just,
Yeah.
it's one of those things you just need to talk,
Yeah.
and especially to someone who understands and has
Yeah.
been
He's
through it.
been through it. And so, so close together as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the Camino is a good place to leave grief too. And a good place to think that it's there whenever you need to maybe wander back over there sometime and revisit it. It's a good place to do that, yeah. But I'm certain that even though you were both in mourning in a way,
Yeah.
there would have been lots of laughs. I can imagine a handful of
So
women
many.
like just laughing, right?
Oh, yeah. And just silly things that, I'm sure you've found this, Dan, when you walk, you pass the same pilgrims each day. So
Yeah.
sometimes we had funny little nicknames for
Yeah.
There goes the ninja.
yeah, the guy with the scarf. Or, there'd be ones, and we would just be pointing out like, oh, there they are again. And I don't know, we'd have these funny little in-jokes and
Yeah.
funny photos we'd take.
What
And
about the dog? When we went and we stopped for coffee, the dog that had the shoes, had the walking shoes. The dog that had the shoes.
Dog had shoes on.
Yes. Had walking shoes.
That is funny.
Oh, there was lots of funny funny moments as well.
I always say that you walk into a town, whether it's Saria or Portamarin or one of those towns, and there will be tables of locals and tables of pilgrims. Well, you can pick the pilgrims out a mile away because you
Totally.
hear the laughter, right?
Yeah.
It's that kind of energy that you're excited to meet people from all around the world and share your experience. It's just such a great thing. And Jen, you wrote that by day 5, your spirits were soaring. Tell me, what do you think it is about the Camino that makes spirits soar?
I think by that stage we were excited about it nearly being over because we were tired and we had sore feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we knew it was a sort of a 6-day hike. So by day 5, the end was near. As much as we loved it, there is that point where you're like, oh, we can't wait to walk into the square and celebrate. So, but there was a real sense of achievement, and I think our longest days we'd walked our longest days by then as well.
Yeah.
We're on that home stretch. So I don't know, we've just really gone through a journey. I feel like in the middle you feel there's maybe a bit of a dip.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, this is a little bit hard, starting to feel a bit sore.
Yeah.
And then towards the end, you're sort of excited, and then weirdly sort of don't want it to be over at the same time. It's a
Yeah.
mixed feeling,
Yeah.
but we were that very last day, we were so
walking in.
It's just the rush. We
So
were all hugging each other and waving up sticks in the air, and
and just standing back and also watching everybody come from all different directions into the square, and just tears and like just all the different emotions. I could sit there and just people watch and just watch the elation that they've finished it and they've achieved this was amazing.